There is my ferocious Charlie girl.
Don't tell me. Red Skull's plans for Wundagore monorail.
Close. Red Skull dug them back in World War II, but where they go, well, we're not sure. Yet.
There are some hints in Crossbone's data that a few of the tunnels might even be older.
How much do we trust Crossbone's data?
I trust it enough to investigate and launch reconnaissance. Up for a little smash and grab, Logan?
Ah, I see where this is going. It's a cannonball special. Except that you're throwing me at a whole mountain.
We know you're strong enough to take it.
Want in on the action, Steve?
Negative. I need to poke around Crossbone's hard drive. There's still encryption I can't crack.
Maybe it's spicy love letters from Crossbones to Sin? She's Red Skull's daughter or granddaughter or something. Anyone sharing a family tree with Red Skull is bad news. Dating Crossbones is proof of that pudding.
That's right. I wonder what kind of murder sonnets those two deranged lovebirds wrote to each other. But while it would make some titillating nightmare fuel, we have bigger fish to fry.
And it's a big old doozy of a fish. Something called Project Gottmorder.
Based on my limited German, that sounds promising.
Agreed. Only it could be nothing. Red Skull doled out fancy names left and right. I think the answer's here, in Crossbone's data.
What we do know is that these tunnels go somewhere. And Hydra's hiding something. Something potentially big.
Well, that's more context than I normally get for potential suicide missions. Into the Hydra nest we go.
Good girl, Charlie.
You're headed into unsecured tunnels beneath Mount Wundagore with Wolverine as your guide. I'd understand if you've got some worries.
Considering the Red Skull connection, I'm surprised you will not be leading us.
Normally, I would be leading the charge. Unfortunately, I need to keep working to decode the rest of the drive.
If Crossbones intended for you to be there, it may be better that you are not.
I'm not one to hide from a fight, but I appreciate you and Logan looking out for me, Hunter.
What was Logan saying about someone named Sin?
Ah, yes. She's a member of Red Skull's family. I've tangled with her a few times. She's a chip off the old block. Minus the giant Red Skull, of course.
Do you think she knows about this Project Gottmorder?
I have no doubts. I caught her trying to raid a museum for some of Red Skull's artifacts. If Crossbones was going to give his intel to anyone besides Lilith, it would have been her.
But he did not. He gave it to you.
Right. And that leaves us little choice. If we don't find this Project Gottmorder, it's only a matter of time before Sin does.
If we're really going into those tunnels underneath Mount Wundagore, get ready for some good old-fashioned grime and slime.
Are you saying the Red Skull did not value comfort?
The guy was a Nazi whose head was the color of an inflamed big toe. I doubt he was trucking in lacy throw pillows down there.
I will adjust my expectations.
The map we have is pretty loose, but luckily, you're gonna have me leading the way. So don't worry about getting stuck or lost.
We have a partial map. I think I can handle myself. I am known as the Hunter, after all.
Sure, a partial map will get you partially there. But when you're stuck in a Nazi trap and you're surrounded by whatever's been lurking down there since Red Skull turned off the lights, it may be a good idea to have old Wolverine along. Not that you'll need me, of course.
With any luck, we will learn the Skull's secrets quickly.
Yeah, it'll be good to see what the old bonehead was up to.
You talk as though you knew him.
It's not like we traded punches or anything, but I was in Canadian intelligence during the war. The Skull was definitely on our radar. As nasty as you'd expect. Obsessed with the occult.
And this Project Gottmorder?
That's new to me. Hopefully it lives up to its name. I'd hate to go all the way down there and find out it's just a regular old mortar.
Something tells me whatever we find down there will be worth the effort.
Oh yeah? What's telling you that? Voices in your head?
Pure instinct.
Whatever it is, I hope we can get it out of there. I don't want to spend more time in those tunnels than I have to.
On that, we can agree.
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go. Hunter, you look confused.
We are both old, correct?
Ouch. I feel young at heart.
I mean, we have both been around for a very long time. Some things are still beyond me, like the microwave.
Man, was I glad when indoor plumbing became a thing.
Adapting must have been easy for you.
Not as easy as you might think. Have you tried using a cell phone?
Nico told me I would not understand how to use one.
No offense, but she's probably right. They're so flimsy nowadays, I could sneeze on one and the damn thing would break.
Does it get easier?
With time. I didn't adapt overnight. Rolled with the punches as they came. You're like Steve. Got that culture shock. You'll get there. Change isn't always a bad thing.
We just adapt.
Exactly. More than a healing factor, you know. Get ready to check out my amazing tracking ability. I once wandered the sewers under the Hellfire Club's New York building for hours. This'll be a piece of cake. Really curious to see what the Red Skull's so interested in down there. I gotta say, if this whole chase turns out to be for buried gold, I'm gonna be a little disappointed. You ever hear the expression transia is for lovers?
No.
Me neither. There's a reason for that.
This portal.
According to the map, the way into these tunnels is in a ravine at the base of the mountain. We can bring you right up to the entrance.
Beautiful. I can take it from there.
I'll have you know I'm indulging your desire to follow this map. Don't say I never gave you anything.
After this, I won't even expect a card from you on my birthday.
How can this be? It seems we have been walking in circles for hours.
It's been 20 minutes. Relax. We're close.
You said that after your last sniff.
And I was right. But this is supposed to be an ambush. I've seen better.
Ambush. This is a slaughter.
No kidding. They were trying to get inside that vault. I don't believe in coincidences. Which means
Project Guter mortar.
I bet my life on it.
So did they.
Guess Hydra just dropped a rung or two on the bad guy food chain.
Maybe so. Still, this Lilin feels different somehow. Feral.
You sniff that out?
We can debate the hows and whys later. Get that vault open before more of these things show up.
late for that. They cannot possibly match your strength.
Sacrifice yourself blindly for Lilith? You are more foolish than you look.
Your fate is sealed. You were too weak for this fight.
Should do the trick. Now for something real special. You just got...
I knew we could do it.
Well, Granny,
You're not out of this yet. Persist.
I haven't seen that kind of Hydra regalia since the war.
Old Johan was probably hoping to hide out here if things went south. Guess he didn't make it.
We have our hands full as it is without having to worry about Red Skull, too.
Want it done right, gotta do it yourself. Now it's fun.
Very effective.
What's it gonna be? You don't want to get up.
Ready? Prepare.
That was your one chance.
Hydra had that place sealed up tight. So where are those things coming from?
The way they move, these Lillard...
Just when I thought I'd smelled it all.
Impressed.
You brought
I've always had a soft spot for Xavier's recruits.
Let us see if they have an answer for this.
so.
Nice move, bub.
Now is whatever works for you.
I am still the prize.
We should have been through by now. These things aren't that tough.
You are the man with the claws. Do something about it. Your mother abandons you. Welcome assistance. Now that was something.
Dibs on the ugly one.
Time to see if Red Skull really did hide his ultimate weapon here.
I'd say we found your god killer.
An old Enigma lock. Hang on. I think I might be able to decipher the sequence.
Got your decoder ring right here.
Great. Dollars to donuts, that alarm still leads somewhere.
Let's not stick around to find out. The hell you waiting for, kid? This way.
Crossbones command ship.
You gotta be kidding me.
The Temple of Chthon.
Not what I'm talking about. Better brace yourselves.
This is why we enter the code.
That's a real mean guard dog they got for this place.
You need to look for a way out. You can't beat him in a straight fight.
We'll either figure something out or die trying.
You sure know how to rally the troops, Logan.
Consider that. I'm feeling stronger already.
Rip you.
You are not worthy of her!
She has chosen me to finish this. She grows tired.
This is a dangerous game of cat and mouse.
Not so enjoyable when you are the prey, is it?
Already been consumed.
Just what I need.
Our so-called friendship is at an end. Mother has decided.
Suffer for that.
Do you see the glow of Wundagore? The time is almost at hand.
Always some doomsday prophecy or ancient evil with you guys. Almost makes me miss Magneto.
Don't move like that one.
That will do.
You picked the wrong one, bub. kiss it goodbye.
She doesn't ask much in return, only an end to your meddling. Thunder!
Don't try that again.
Mother and
Wish I could tell you we had some kind of air support or evac.
you'll leave when Mother says so, not before.
My problem will not compromise.
You wield that sword with great composure.
That will never stop me!
I am ready.
I won't forget this! Her fire burns inside me! Now! She guides my hand!
Got the spins here. Running out of options here.
And space.
One chance, Hunter. Return with me to Mother, and I will spare what remains of your friends.
Man, I miss the torn purple pants days.
It may be our only chance.
That ain't a chance, kid. It's a monster. So come on, ugly. Let's finish this.
Finish this, Logan. Yes, I will!
The occult emanations coming from this god killer are unlike anything I have ever encountered.
When I gripped it, I saw a face. The face of Chthon.
Yes, I suspected as much. The darkness I sense here is beyond the realm of mortals. It's no surprise Red Skull was seeking that level of power. This is more than just an artifact. But whatever it is could represent a change in the direction of our battle against Lilith.
The best way to understand power is to wield it. It is called God Killer for a reason.
And what if that power consumes you and turns you against us? What if this thing was really a trap, designed to ensnare the power mad and foolish?
I do not know.
And we cannot take that chance. I think the safest option is to keep it here in the forge for a bit longer, at least until I've had a chance to study it more. I don't think anyone should handle it until we know what it is for sure.
Very well. And how long do you think that will take?
Well, I think the world will be ending soon, so hopefully before that.
What is this about the God Killer?
The hilt. It looks a lot like the metal your collar is forged from.
Orchalcum. How can that be?
I'm not sure it is. It's just a hunch. Strange should examine it. See if my hunch is right. Because if it is, the God Killer might be our best shot at taking my sister's life. Putting an end to all this madness.
Is that not what we all want? An end to this?
There's only 2.5 members of the Blood left in all creation, Hunter. When we defeat her, my only sister will be dead, and our kind will be nearly extinct.
I know this is hard, Sarah. But life as we know it will become extinct if we do not take hers.
I'm just sorry that the burden keeps falling to you. You must kill your own mother again. That must be incredibly difficult for you.
It is just my destiny.
A tragic destiny.
Tragic for me, but a happily ever after scenario for everyone else. And that is all that matters.
I fear sometimes I raised you to be too self-sacrificing.
You raised me to fight for the greater good.
Perhaps we shouldn't get ahead of ourselves too much. We're not even sure the handle of that blade is made of orichalcum.
Strange will find out.
Make sure he does.
Time for book club. You coming?
Meet you there.
I'll walk you.
I liked this book, but I can't explain why. Maybe I'll figure it out as we discuss it.
Can we start?
I am ready.
Carol, this was your book, so you can start.
I'll throw it back to you. What did you think of the book?
I had a rough time with it.
You didn't like it?
Didn't say that. At first I spent more time referencing the glossary than reading the book.
Sounds familiar. What changed?
I noticed a kind of rhythm to the words. I began to see them as lyrics to a song. All that dry talk faded and it finally came together. The lyrics made it feel much bigger than a chapter on Cree farming implements.
I could not figure any of it out. I thought a post-hole digger was a new kind of demon.
At first I thought it was for digging graves at closed casket funerals, but the lyrics helped me keep with it. Once I caught on, I kept reading and didn't rely on the glossary. I picked everything up from context. That's when I realized none of this was about farming. I'm surprised how much stuck with me, despite some concepts being legit alien to me.
Agreed. For me, the rhythm wasn't lyrics. It was more like the book was written to a cadence.
That's why I had you read it on your Spark. The mnemonic lexicon won't work with a hard copy.
The what now?
An ancient Cree technique. It helps you remember text that would otherwise be considered... There's no Kree word for stuffy, but essentially that. But all that's packaging. Let's get into the book itself. Hunter, did you figure out what the bloom and the harvest represent?
The bloom is poorly defended territory behind enemy lines. The harvest is when you strike that territory and then fade away.
That's an important aspect, but it's more than just an attack strategy. It's about what comes after. At the time of the book's writing, the Kree cared most about integrating captured territory while still expanding their empire. Conquered worlds came with people. Rather than treat them as prisoners, the Kree provided them with most benefits enjoyed by Kree citizens. This period is known as the cultivation.
So the bloom was when they gained full citizenship under their conquerors.
No, it's when the world requested it. As long as they could feed themselves with Kree farming techniques and defend their world with Kree defenses, the request was granted with few exceptions.
So what's the harvest?
As part of the service required by the Empire, many of these new citizens began the cultivation of freshly conquered worlds.
So they were living examples. Show the newly conquered what they could achieve if they went along with the Empire.
That's also how vampires work.
Carol, I think I pieced together the Kree strategy.
Do tell.
It's all tied to agriculture. Every soldier knows you can't fight if you can't eat, but they applied this to their expansion. Till the field, sow the seed, pull the weed, reap the crop. It means the Kree wouldn't advance until the territory they took was secure and productive.
If your enemy knows how you will act, they can prepare.
Certainly, for other spacefaring empires. But most worlds had no idea the Kree existed until the invasion was underway. But the Kree expansion had momentum. They could afford to push harder because their whole weight was behind the advance. Unless a world could push just as hard, it would eventually fall under Kree control. Carol, how was that?
Close enough to impress me. The strategy in Volume 32 wasn't perfect, but it worked out for the Kree far more often than it failed.
What happened when it failed?
That's covered in Volume 33.
And that's book club. Steve, you're up next. What's your book?
The Mantle of Authority, by General Chester Phillips.
Is this the one you keep saying I should read?
The very same. Now you have to. It's book club. I hope you enjoy the book I chose.
Why do you say that?
It's about people who weren't around until after your death. But I'm sure you'll figure out the context.
Okay, just between us. Carol's book was extremely weird, right?
I should read the first 31 volumes for context.
You should not, nor should you read the one after this.
How many more are there?
At least 400. According to Carol, this was one of the good ones.
You should be honest with Carol.
I'm always honest with Carol. But if I tell her it was a weird book, I'll sound like I don't know much about her adopted culture.
And how is that bad? You do not know, so this is the perfect opportunity to ask.
Good point. All right, I'll do it. Thanks, Hunter.
Good luck.
You leaving?
I should leave.
Peace.